Unmute. I think we pulled it off. I think we are live. Giving people just a couple minutes to get set up and get connected here. Looks like I'm unmuted. I got video rolling. I got stuff going here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mayong buntag, magandang umaga. I can't remember the other ones. What's up, everybody? It's 7 a.m. Wednesday, May 8th, here in this country. What's everybody up to? How we doing? Ooh, we got a little heart. What's that all about? Oh, sweet. I'm streaming over on Facebook now, and I see the lovely Mary Rose threw a heart over there. Wow, you're up early. How's everyone doing? What are we up to? Can you guys hear me all right? I do got a couple announcements. I'm just going to give folks a couple minutes to connect. A couple things to kind of go over real quick while folks are getting here and getting set up. All right. Stuff's coming in. So, all right, let's go to the notes real quick, and just a couple things to go over. Not a ton of stuff, but some kind of things to talk about real quick. I get a lot of questions on my camera gear. I did a video, I don't even know, maybe a year ago now, about a lot of my vlogging setup. Some of it's changed a little bit, but the core gear that I use has not really changed at all. And what that is, it's called the Insta360 camera. And there's the camera right there. I've got a link and pretty much affiliate link in all my videos. And if you use that to buy a camera, they give me a little kickback. Doesn't cost you anything, but they give me a kickback. So anyways, here's the X4 camera. It's the brand new camera that just came out. I shot a little bit with it. Nothing on the new videos that I put out. I'm still really kind of exploring with it. Freaking look at the lens guards on that thing. It's just ginormous, right? How this works is you've got these two cameras, right? And they each shoot kind of outside, and then the software kind of brings it all together. And then what it does is it makes this selfie stick kind of disappear. And this is called the stitch line. And so when this stick is kind of extended out, right, then it kind of disappears. So that's kind of how I make all the shots that I do. When you're out walking around and you kind of looks like the camera's floating, or the recent video with Mary Rose and myself when we're laying in bed, I just kind of had this sitting up, right? So that's kind of one of the cameras that I use. I use a couple different cameras, but this is really kind of the main camera that I use for this channel. I would even call it my signature camera. I really try to use this as much as I can on all of my videos. It's got some limitations to it. It doesn't do so well indoors or on low light. And in that instance, what I typically shoot with now is I shoot with this camera. This is the DJI Osmo, I think it's DJI Osmo Action 3. Really great low light sense. It's got a 1-inch sensor, so it's really good in low light. And it's just it's super small. It's tiny. And this is with the extra battery. You can take off the extra battery, and it's just, tiny, right? So I also shoot with this camera. I like to set this up on the beach or wherever and do time lapse, and just kind of set it down. It's got a little tripod that comes with it. It also has a microphone. So this is the case and the microphone. So let me just pop over here for a second. So yeah, and then also too, I have a iPhone 15 Pro. That's actually what I use a lot to shoot a lot of my video stills. I do some video with this, but not a lot. But I just mainly do photograph stills. The night capabilities on this are amazing as far as shooting stills. I freaking love shooting at night with this camera. So yeah, and then just everyday stuff, getting out and shooting stuff. So that's kind of my toolkit, as well as the DJI mics. I use that. That's what I have now. That giving you guys the audio. Let's just make sure. Yeah, you guys can hear me okay. Yep. So that's pretty much my toolkit. I get that question a lot. I did a video on it, like I said, about a year ago. But that's pretty much what I use. And then I secure the camera to my motorcycle on a couple of different mounts that I have. One of them I thought I had around here, but I don't. But the other one is actually, it's a U-bolt mount that's on my bike. It's super secure. So that's how I do that. That's how a lot of my camera works. Speaking of motorcycle, I think I mentioned this. I think it was the last live where I was a little bit on the fence. I was 90% sure. But actually, I just bought a brand new motorcycle. That day, I believe I went out. And what I did is I went out and I brought that bike right there. I bought the Royal Enfield, the Himalayan 450. And really kind of what the thinking is around this bike is, you know, I have a big passion for motorcycles. For those of you who don't know, I just absolutely love riding. I rode a lot in the United States. I was involved in a very serious motorcycle accident where I didn't ride for a couple of years. I was in a wheelchair for 3, and then kind of learning to kind of retrain my muscles to walk again for like 6. So there was a good year where I was recovering, but you know, even with that, I still have a huge passion for motorcycling and that. And you know, I bought the Hunter 350, which I'm going to do a like 6,000 mile review on that bike here real soon. But it had some limitations to it as far as what I needed. And this bike is going to kind of fill those gaps. It's going to give me a bike that I could do all day in the saddle in. It's going to give me a bike that I can do some little bit off-road stuff. And also, it's good for the Philippines roads. You know, while they're mostly paved, you got roads with potholes, and you got where the pavement just kind of ends. And so this bike is going to give me some more touring abilities, some more off-road abilities, and just more capabilities too with 2-up. You know, with a Hunter 350, I had no ability to ride 2-up for more than like an hour, right? Just the riding triangle was so small. I got uncomfortable. The passenger got uncomfortable. So really excited about getting this bike. I bought it, like I said, a couple weeks ago on my last right after my last live. They're not even here yet in the Philippines. I was told they should be here next week. So when that happens, as soon as the bike gets here, they're going to fire off the registration. Hopefully that happens within a month or so. So I should have this bike, you know, whatever. In the next month or 2, I should have this bike and then touring around the Philippines. And that's kind of what I'm looking to do, is do a lot more motorcycle vlogging, that kind of stuff. I really, like I said, it's a huge passion of mine. I love it. And so more to come on that for sure. Let's see here. What else do we got on my notes that I want to bring up really quick? Oh yeah, relationship. So I did start dating Mary Rose. We've done a couple of videos together. It's a new relationship, guys. It's been for a month, but it's going great. I mean, what new relationship doesn't go well, right? So we're having a great time. She's super busy right now, though. She's finishing up some finals and, you know, ending that kind of semester, and then starting potentially an internship here in Cebu City. So really excited about that. Shout out to you, girl. Hope you're good there. Hope you're rested. And so that's all my notes, guys. So cool. I'm actually seeing some stuff with Facebook. So yeah, I'm also really experimenting with this live streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube. So really cool. I'm seeing kind of stuff come in here. So with that said, let's get to the comments. I know that's 8 minutes of kind of well, I just like to do it to kind of let people get in, let people get set up, and then as well as go over some stuff that I have in my notes. So, you know, thanks for hanging out for that. What's up, brother? Hope you're well. I am good here. I'm actually really good. I'm back home. You know, I was just looking at the calendar. I left, what was that, March 18th? So I was on the road, not quite 2 months, but almost, and really happy to be back home. I mean, I love being on the road. I love traveling around, but, you know, not being able to go to the gym was a big kind of missing for me. I did bring some exercise bands, but I think I used it like 3 times the whole month, almost 2 months that I was out. I was able to keep up with my running. So I was really excited about that, but my strength training just kind of disappeared. So I actually have a session today at 1 o'clock with my trainer. So I'm really excited about getting back in the gym and doing that. I am going to be doing some more traveling, but it's just going to be more like, you know, week trips, like go out and, you know, with this new bike, I can do that. I can be all day in the saddle on that bike. So I could, you know, ride from here to freaking Southern Leyte in a day. You know, I can put on some miles and not have it be an issue. So I'm still going to be doing some travel stuff, but it's going to be more like, you know, kind of week at a time versus month at a time kind of deal, right? But yeah, no, I'm doing great, brother. Hope you're good there. 2 live streams are better than one. You got it, Smurf. Hope you're good there, man. Good morning from hot and sunny Bantangas. What's up, brother? How you doing? Hope all is good. What's up, X? How's it going? Okay, you guys got to hit the like button. I appreciate it. No, what's really been kind of incredible over really the past year and a half since I moved to the Philippines and then started this vlogging journey is kind of this community and friendship that we're building. And, I love that. And it's so incredible and so powerful. And I want you guys to know too, that I'm really committed to removing kind of the trolls and the bad people. Some vloggers kind of leave those people in the community. I pull them out, man. And I want you guys to know that I'm committed to kind of removing the bad people out of this, and just I want a safe, friendly space for us to kind of chill and hang out, right? So anyways, just kind of about that. What's up, man? How's it going? Steve from Dallas, Texas. Nice, man. Hope all is good there. Danny, how's it going? What's up? Yes. I thought I saw some Facebook stuff. I did see that. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at, oh yeah, there they are, down a little bit further. Okay. All right. Chasing my Asian queen fishing. Hey, buddy, I like that title. Chris, your video on the girl, dude, let's talk about this, right? So, Chris, your video with the girlfriend from the bed was amazing. So happy for you. Curious, what was the budget that I need to spend on a girlfriend like yours? So much to talk about there. So that video was so much fun, and I know that kind of spiraled a little bit out of control. I mean, look, I keep the channel PG-13. I mean, we go into kind of somewhat mature topics like age gap and stuff like that, but this really is a family channel in a lot of ways, guys. My daughter participates in there, my kids, like my son, my dad, so this really, my sisters are on here, so it really is a family channel, but I'm not afraid to kind of talk about stuff. I'm really not, especially in a mature way, right? In a respectful manner. So that's kind of what that video was about for me. And I loved it just because I was like, man, this angle is cool. No one's done this before. Someone pointed out like John Lennon and Yoko Ono with that shot coming down from the bed. So for me, just knowing myself creatively is just so, I'm an IT geek, and so it was just really fun. I actually really loved that shoot. I loved doing that. It was fun. Originally, I wanted the sister in the bed too, at our feet, just because I thought it spoke of the family nature in the dating, especially early on, how the family is really involved, but not in a, not this video for me wasn't at all sexual. It was really just us talking about age gap. And in hindsight, I would have kind of had her not be with a blanket on, but I don't think she had pants on, so she needed a blanket. She had shorts on. But anyways, I don't want to go there. But yeah, having the blanket off and then her sister at the feet. Anyways, it was a fun video. Getting myself in a little bit of trouble here. But that's kind of the nature of this channel and stuff. I do like to, I do want to keep it PG-13, but I do like having fun. I don't like the boring, just, interview stuff. I can't, not that there's anything wrong with people who do that content. It's just not what I like to do. If I'm going to do like an interview or chat with someone, I want to find a way to make it visually entertaining. I want to find a way to make it interesting. I want, that kind of deal. Like the Rowena, from It's Wang, when we did our interview, we were walking that whole time through the mall. I did the one with Britt where we were sitting down. I don't like that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the whole thought around that video. So, but the other part of your thing here is budget. So this is a little bit of a tricky one to kind of go into, because it really is it's gonna depend. So if you're dating a professional Filipina, honestly, it's gonna be no impact on your budget. If you're dating a girl who maybe isn't a professional or going through some stuff, you might have some impact on a budget, but also too, you might not. It just depends on the girl. You want to be careful, and you want to be, there's a saying here, you don't want to lead with your wallet. And I think that's a really good way to kind of approach this deal. You don't want to, when I was dating a girl for 5-6 months, there was no financial obligation for me at all. I paid for expenses and stuff like that when she was with me, but I didn't give any money to the family. I didn't do any of that stuff. And then I know guys who are in relationships who have a girlfriend allowance, and that girlfriend allowance is like 5 to 6K. So it just depends, brother. It really does depend. Now, someone living with you full time, you're going to have meal expenses and stuff like that. Do you eat out a lot? So there's a lot of variables there, but know that it will make your budget go up a little bit more. And it can be a little, and it could be a lot. That is kind of where we can get ourselves in trouble a little bit budget wise, because there's just so many variables there. But great question. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I can't imagine. I couldn't imagine being there now during another election year. And look, I'm not political at all, and that's kind of why I got out. It's just I can see the nightmare just developing, and it's been like that for ages for me personally. But yeah, I had to get out. I couldn't imagine being there now. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, brother. Sorry, a lot of preamble going on today. Hey, how's it going from Texas? How's it going? Ooh, Camigo Island. Hey, man, how's it going? Yeah, beautiful there, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous. I promise to spend time with you learning YouTube. I promise to spend time with you live. There are better people to be with to learn YouTube. That's for sure. This channel isn't even profitable, man. You probably want a mentor with someone who actually has some mastery in YouTube, not this guy. Oh, dude, that's funny. But yeah, yeah, that's too funny. Let me know if I can help in any way. I can teach you how to run a channel into the ground. That's for sure. Yeah, no, I really like my gear. I was an IT guy for 20 years, 25 years in Colorado. And I love tech, even since I was a kid, programming VCRs and stuff like that. And, back in the 80s or so, when people couldn't figure that out, they'd always come to me to, hey, how do you program that? And so that's always been a passion ever since I was a kid, working with technology and that kind of deal. So yeah, I really like the cameras and all that kind of stuff. I actually also have a really nice Fujifilm still camera, and I'm hoping now with a new bike that I can actually carry some of this stuff with me, because I've been really limited on space, and then I can really open up my still photography with that. I have some really phenomenal lenses too. Really nice Fujifilm 56 mil for portrait photography. I mean, this freaking lens. Do I have it here? I think I might. This lens is absolutely incredible. Just phenomenal. One of the best lenses out there for portrait photography. I'm not doing anything with it. And I'm just really kind of excited to kind of do more and shoot more with this too. I also have a 16 mil for landscape stuff that I shot in Colorado. So yeah, man, I'm kind of geeked out, and just kind of always been that way with technology. Just a big fan. But yeah, digging it. Hope you don't mind professional about her, but people commenting about your girl's age. Yeah, indoctrinated, can't see it. Yeah, and it's all right, man. Hex, that's the part I don't. Gosh, people's opinions, they're going to have them. And I know, and I get the subjective nature of it. I don't take it personally. I don't take it about me. It's their reality and world. I'm not going to be upset or fight somebody. I try not to anyways, to be upset or fight somebody about their opinion. I mean, we all have them, right? So I allow for people to have different points of views or opinions or that. I don't mind. The age gap thing. That's why I put the video out there. I mean, I knew it was going to be a little bit controversial, but I wanted her perspective on it for you guys. Because I still have that question. It's like, why? Why would you want to date a guy my age? And I'm starting to understand it. I'm starting to understand the reasoning behind it. And I just think it's incredible, man. And I think it's something that we all want to understand. And it is so different than Western dating. I mean, just incredibly different, right? Where there you have age gaps of, 2 to 5 years is a big deal there, right? And here you've got 20, 30-year age gaps, and they're not a big deal. The one way they are a big deal here, though, that I'm starting to understand, though, is financially. So if there's a big difference in kind of, because there is kind of like Korea has that, what do you call it, hierarchical kind of dating and status, and that there's a little bit of that here too. So that's kind of a little bit where they'll judge you here. But dude, I don't mind people's opinions. I really don't. Yeah. Hey man. So here we are. We got a Facebook viewer. That's really cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Hey, thanks, Jason. I do know a Jason Lee. It's probably not you, but yeah, man. Really cool, man. Really cool. Yeah, where did we meet my new girlfriend? So we met where the city she's from in Palembang, and our first date was at one of the local barbecues that's out there. It was her sister, a couple of her friends. It was a whole big party, and it was a good time. It was a good time. We had fun. It was super casual, and it's one of the things too, guys, that want to talk about, because she wasn't going to meet me. She was really shy, didn't want to meet me, didn't want to meet a foreigner. But she wanted to, but didn't want to, and this is very consistent. I'm seeing with a lot of Filipinos. She wanted to meet me, but was just really shy and really concerned. So what I did with her is I said, look, let's just start as friends. Let's just hang out as friends. And it's honest for me. Let's just hang out as friends and let's see how things go. Let's see if there's any connection, if there's any chemistry. Let's talk. So that's kind of how it started. And honestly, that was the first almost like 2 weeks. We just hung out as friends. We just talked, got to know each other. We watched Avatar, on Netflix, just hung out, and that was it. I don't even think we held hands, and I really just love that. And it was just kind of a safe way for both of us to kind of get to know each other. And so that's kind of the story of kind of how we first met and first hung out. It's a great time. And immediately we just kind of connect, and, there wasn't always people with us, but the first couple dates, there was a lot of friends and that kind of stuff that was with us to kind of make her feel comfortable, which, I was fine with that. I was like, yeah, come on, let's just hang out and chat and get to know you and your friends, and just great friends. We went out to an island together. Really had a good time with it. Hey, Mike, what's up, man? Okay, let's go to the new girlfriend. I haven't seen her. Say hello. Yeah. No, she's around. I don't know. Like I said, she's super busy right now. She's got finals she's got going on. She's trying to secure an internship here in Cebu. So she's got a ton going on right now. But yeah, she's around for sure. And she might be down in the comments. As you guys know, I don't get to the comments right away sometimes. But yes, she's definitely around. She messaged me this morning. And it looks like she hearted on here too. So do you have, yeah, no, good point, Jeff. I do have, and it's around here somewhere too. I do have the drone. But I don't have the 4. I have the 3. I don't know if I'll upgrade the drone at this point. I'm starting to use it for really the first time, Jeff. I'm loving it. I'm still very much a rookie in that, but I could really see the value, especially with motovlogging, of having the drone up and using that in my footage. So I have the 3 Pro. The 4, from my understanding, I've done a little bit of research on it. It does add a little bit of kind of some cool features with some tracking. But for me right now, as much as I use it, I'll probably just keep the 3 and maybe go to the 5 when the if the 5 comes out. But I am liking the drone a lot and having some fun with it. I just like flying it. Like I said, I'm kind of really a geek with technology, and but I'm still very much learning the drone, and my footage is just kind of, and then also too, I'm just trying to figure out natural ways to bring that footage into the video where it kind of makes sense. Yeah, storytelling for me, I'm still struggling with, but I'm getting there. I'm learning it. A lot to take on, but yeah, I have a drone. I'm wondering if it's possible to ride a quad long distance on the roads legally. I don't think so. I think, because that was one of the things I thought about too. The side-by-sides are really popular in the US, and I think they would be a good vehicle for here, but you can't register or plate those. So yeah, great question though. Yeah. If she doesn't pass the mic test, then we'll figure out ramifications of that. Dude, she's great. She really is. And it's it's early, right? We both acknowledge that too. We're both like, hey, this is really early on. Things are going well, but Mike, I have to say, when I envisioned what it would be like to date a Filipina here, she is it. You know, just this really sweet, really, really fragile. We've already talked about. Look, she's super sensitive. Like, no, you can't be yelling. Not that I was yelling, but you can't be yelling and that kind of deal, right? With, she brought up just other things in her past where she's just super sweet, super sensitive, very nurturing, caring, super intelligent, just smart, funny, just all these great things that I envisioned when I thought about dating in the Philippines. And yeah, man, just really, really great, incredible. How much do you dedicate a month to help provide for? Yeah, we don't do any financial right now for merit. We don't. I mean, she's doing her thing. She's not with me for money. Well, it's not a factor. I'm not giving her any money. We haven't even discussed that. And gentlemen, I don't recommend you even bring up the money conversation, especially early on. There's just no need. There really isn't. If you're with the girl where you have to go into that conversation right away, you're probably with the wrong girl. Well, I don't know, right? I mean, if you're coming here and you got whatever 5,000 US or so and you want to do that, that's a different deal. I don't necessarily want to lead with my wallet, so we don't really go into any kind of money at all. And she's never asked, man. She wouldn't. A good Filipina just won't, man. They won't do that. They're too, almost like too proud. They are too proud. Now, when I went over and I met the family, I brought a bunch of chicken and, lechon manok and that kind of stuff, but never ever have I given like cash to like that. I mean, I paid for her ways to kind of get around, her transportation costs and stuff like that. So she came to see me in Cebu City. So I said, here's money for the fare, so that way it doesn't cost her anything. But outside of covering her expenses to be with me, I have not done anything financially. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Harrow. How's it going, brother? I hope you're good there. Dude, I bought a new bike, right? I picked up the Himalayan 450. I don't know if you're back in I know you kind of go back and forth, I think, from Australia. But if you're back in Dumaguete, man, I'd love to connect up with you at some point. Yeah, hope you're good there, man. Hope you're good. I think it's smart to get rid of trolls. They're really not. No, they're not, man. And we just gotta. And look, here's the thing that I just don't understand a lot about that type of mentality. If you are so livid and upset about what a creator is putting out there, why would you even watch, right? Why would you even participate? I mean, that only helps them. If you're that upset about a creator, the best thing you could do is just remove yourself from what they're putting out there. Just take yourself out of it, right? And then that is the best way to kind of be like, for one, you're not putting yourself in an upsetting situation, and two, you're letting YouTube know that, hey, you know what, this isn't just something I'm interested in anymore. And on the flip side of that, we really need to help support creators that we do like. Watch their videos entirely, make comments, leave thumbs up. If you really like what somebody's up to, take the time to make a comment, to give a thumbs up, to watch all of the video. That's so important as you're supporting people you do like, right? Anyways, yeah, I get you, man. I get you. I've always been one of those people who've been like, boom, remove, get rid of the junk. Somebody in early on gave me an analogy of, hey, you're building a community here with YouTube. Would you let somebody come into your house and disrespect your community by saying extremely rude or vulgar things, and then just let them be there? No, you wouldn't. You would get them out of there. You would remove them, right? And same kind of deal. Same kind of deal. Since being in the Philippines for 3 weeks now, I also bought Resistance brand. Yeah, Resistance band, and used them once. I know, right? As I was traveling around, where am I at? 7 or a little bit behind. Yeah, as I was traveling around, I just wasn't using them. I used them maybe 3 times. I was excited though that my running, I was able to, not as much as I run here, but I was able, like a couple times a week, I was still running. Hello there. Greetings from Germany. Hello. How's it going? Hope all is good there. Hey, host. Lovely Filipina in the Philippines. How's it going? My own buntag. Yes. I wonder if I rode a lot, being on the highway towards Naga to Cebu. I get a large scooter, but found it too scary there. Yeah, I wonder if I rode a lot on the main highway from Naga to Cebu. Yeah, it's, dude. After riding in some of the other areas of the Philippines, Cebu is a little bit. It's not my favorite. It's not. It's just there's a lot of traffic. Yeah, especially when just getting out. And you don't have to go far. You can get out in Leyte, and Leyte by Fastcraft is 3 hours. So that's kind of my plan. Maybe build a place or get a base over in Leyte, Ormoc, or Palampon. Get a base over there, like store bikes and stuff over there, and then just kind of ride Leyte. Cebu is all right. Southern Cebu is okay. Northern Cebu is kind of boring to me, but it's all right. Cebu is okay. If you go east to west, there's still a lot of riding that I need to do in Cebu. I admittedly don't know Cebu as much as I would like to, but the rides you're talking about, Cebu City down that coast, down to Naga, dude, it's nothing but traffic, and just not a very fun ride, right? Unless you like city riding, but yeah, a little bit rough here. Hey Chris, where's Chad Foster? We enjoyed your travels. I don't know where Chad is at. I think he and I stopped about a month ago. Probably we hung out a little bit in Naval, and things kind of spinned out there. And honestly, it was a weird focus for me, more around dating than it was vlogging. If you look at my content, I really didn't put anything out of there. And I had to kind of remove myself. I'm like, look, this isn't working for me. I need to kind of get moving and on the road and more focusing on like creating content than the kind of the dating was really the focus there. And so yeah, I'm not sure where he's at. I think he might still be in there, but I really don't know. I don't know at all. Yeah, I'm not sure. How's your plan for motorcycle tour business coming? Yes. So, I mean, it's coming, right? Slowly but surely. So there's some things that are going on for me that has me, I need to create an LLC. I need to look at the legal side of that to make sure I'm not breaking any laws. I would assume I'm going to need to get a business visa. So there's a lot of things in the works. The one thing that is moving forward is I got a second bike. So I have the ability, or will have the ability. I will have the ability here soon to actually take people and ride around with people. But I need to make sure that I'm covered legally and that kind of deal. So still making some steps. Now that I'm back in Cebu City, because I got back a couple days ago, I can start, looking at attorneys and that kind of deal. But it's coming together for sure. It's just moving a little bit. It's coming together Filipino time. Have you been in cool temperature locations and any recommendations? Yeah, I mean, as you get up in elevation, so there's a lot of mountain communities. I know Baguio, I know I'm not pronouncing it right. You know what, let's go to a map. I know a lot of people talk about Baguio, but there are a lot of mountain communities that are here. So region that I'm talking about is northern Luzon, north of Manila, right up here. There's a lot of talk about this particular region, but there's a lot of mountainous regions. We kind of talked about this before. You've got Valencia outside of Dumaguete. I know in Mindanao, there's a lot of mountainous regions in here. I know some guys also too talked about Tagaytay in where the hell is that at? Oh, I think I just passed it. I think it was around the volcano, which kind of bugs me. Yeah, right down in here. A lot of people talk about this region right here, but you're sitting next to a freaking volcano. So yeah, there's some areas. So I would say Tagaytay is one. The ever popular Baguio is another. Valencia down in Dumaguete, it'd be another. And then there's also some mountainous regions in Mindanao that off the top of my head, I can't remember what those were. But yes, there are several. Even Cebu. If you get out of Cebu a little bit and head up in the mountains, you're in the central area here. You're up a couple thousand feet. I stayed at this Miss Mountain Resort. This place didn't even have an aircon. So there are places really kind of all throughout the Philippines where you can get up in elevation and kind of get away a little bit. Now, is it going to be snow on the ground? No, right? You're not talking that type of deal, but you get up in elevation a little bit and it'll make a difference. I'll be honest with you though, man, the weather has been a non-issue for me. It just hasn't. It's been a non-issue. I'm coming from Colorado. Extreme weather there in Colorado, extreme winters, kind of, I would say a little bit of extreme summer. You've got 90, 100-degree temperatures in Colorado. So now, granted, you don't get that hot here, but you have humidity. I think it's hotter and muggier in Houston than it is here. There is a lot of talk about the weather here, especially recently. There's talk about hotter summers, but I find the weather here a non-issue. Exposure in Colorado, dying to being out in the elements is the deal there. And like Arizona and stuff like that, it is a deal. Here, I don't think it is. You're going to be uncomfortable. Like, you wouldn't want to be out in the sun for 6 hours, right? But are you going to die from it like you would in parts of the United States from exposure? No, I don't think so anyway. So to me, the weather's a non-issue. Now, the one area where weather can be an issue is, typhoons. So you want to be mindful of that. You want to be keeping your eye off to the east where the storms kind of brew over in this area. You want to be watching for low pressure systems that come off of that region. But that's, to me, that's really the only impact the weather is. I mean, even the rain. Guys, I was out that whole month and a half, 2 months that I was out riding. I had one time where I was caught in rain. Now, granted, I'm in the dry season. This is summer. The rainy season, that's going to be a different deal, but really a non-issue with the rain. Did I ever consider Thailand? I did. I considered Thailand early on. I considered Central America. I considered South America. I looked at a lot of different things. I looked at Southeast Asia. I looked at Thailand. I looked at Vietnam. At the time when I looked at Vietnam, the visas weren't as nice as or easy as they are now. Vietnam, actually, if things didn't work out for me in the Philippines, I'd probably go to Da Nang. Vietnam actually really interests me, but Thailand didn't, and I just have a weird feeling about Thailand, and like it's not as friendly, and I don't know if Vietnam would be any better. But the thing about the Philippines, man, is you got friendly English-speaking people. People really like us here. They really, really do. I don't feel threatened. I don't feel in danger here. I'm riding around. I'm around people, and everyone is curious. Everyone is about, now, granted, they're cautious about us, but they're also curious and they're friendly. So there's like this innocence too that's around it here. And I looked at Thailand briefly, but it was quickly ruled out for me. Mainly the people and the language was the big factors for me. I have no girlfriend since I married my. I have no girlfriend since I married my ex-girlfriend. Yeah, don't ask for the expenses now. I hear you, man. It can be a little bit of a expense, but it doesn't have to be. Since I married my ex-girlfriend. You're funny, man. The new American dream is to flee. I hear you, man. I get it. Yeah, good for you. Yeah, good for you, Michael. I've seen you around a lot, so yeah, good for you, man. I hope it works out. I know you're a younger guy, trying to get out here. So, and there's a lot of guys. I'm hanging out with shout out to you, Kevin. Buffalo Police Department. He's out here now, and he's in his 30s, and gosh, he's loving it. He's up for an interview. I will interview him. He's that kind of stuff I like to. I'll interview. I don't like, as I talked before, I don't really like doing interviews. But I'll interview him and chat with him, just because I feel like it's a really interesting story with him. And plus, with being a police officer, it's the toughest job on the planet, right? I feel. And anyways, but yeah, good luck for you, Michael. I hope that works out. Which drone do I have? I have the DJI Mavic Mini 3 Pro, I think it is, whatever. I don't have it around me. I think it's in the other room. But yeah, I like it. Small little drone, easy to kind of pop out and fly. Still very much learning it, but it's fun. I enjoy it. I enjoy just flying it around. Yeah. Oh my gosh. What do I want to say? I think in any type of this situation, right? I think it's good to have the facts. I don't think we really know what's going on. And I hope we do. Yeah, I hope we get to the truth. of what it is. I'm a little bit, yeah, I don't know what to say about a lot of that. I just want to be careful about, I'm closer to this than you realize. And I want to be careful about it. Yeah, it's kind of spooky. I'm pretty concerned about it. And I hope the whole story comes out. I really do, for everyone's sake. I hope the truth comes really out about all of this and everyone involved. Yeah. Yeah. Why would you date a 21-year-old if you don't feel like a dirty old man? How's your daughter feel about it? It's funny. Yeah. Age gap, dating young. It's interesting. I wasn't prepared for it. And this kind of goes along the lines of kind of the last comment. You know, this is one of the things that really kind of shocked me that I learned recently. We want to look at what is it that we're looking to date, right? And what are our boundaries? You know, recently I actually was like, you know what? I can't date, you know, 20, 19, 18-year-old. I can't. You know, I had some encounters with younger women at legal age in friendship, and they were wanting more. And I'm like, look, I immediately took on this father role, and like, you know, you're too young. Just take your time, relax. Don't do these crazy things that you're doing now. You know, these girls going to Cebu and hanging out with foreigners. I'm like, you know, I turned into their dad. Oh, anyways, you learn a lot about yourself. You know, you're not put in these situations as a Westerner until you get here. So you have to be really, really careful and have a plan ahead of time, right? That goes for everything. But, you know, no, dating Mary Rose, she's just incredible. She really is. She's smart. She's intelligent. We don't really look at the age. And I invite, you know, granted, find your age limit there. And, you know, for me, it actually is 21. I don't really want to date anyone below 21. And that might change too. That may raise up down the road. But yeah, we don't really think of it, you know, and we don't think of the age. We just hang out. We think about having fun with each other, enjoying each other's company. It's really incredible. It is an adjustment though, and it's something as Westerners you can't even begin to figure out. You can't even relate to it. It is so different from the dating culture in the United States. But no, here it's a norm. And as you heard in the interview with Mary Rose, she's like, it didn't have anything to do with a foreigner. She just wanted a more mature man. And you'll find that with most Filipinas. Most Filipinas do not want to date anyone younger. They don't. They want to date someone who's mature, someone who is stable, someone who provides security for them. That is the number one thing for them. Not your financial status. I mean, that's part of it. Let's not fool ourselves, right? That is part of it. But it's not, ageism is a really big deal in the West. It's not here. It's not. And it's something you just can't understand, Natalie. And a lot of people like that, right? But yeah, no, I don't, neither she or I or the people that were around have any problem with it. We just don't. Her friends are all excited. All of her friends, you know, would love to date a foreigner, an older foreigner in particular. They would just love it. So it's just, you have to let go of your standards and ideals that you have around that, because it isn't the same here. It's really just different. Yeah. No, dating in the West was like wearing a black wetsuit. Yeah. 3 day in the desert. I know, right? I gave up, and I didn't move here for dating. I really didn't. I really didn't move here for that kind of deal at all. I moved for a happier, healthier, friendly environment, which it is. You know, it is. And dating was part of it. Now, you know, I'm glad to be here because of that. But it isn't why I moved to the Philippines. I just really wanted to surround myself with friendly, happy people. You know, congrats on your new girlfriend. Yeah, man. She's just incredible. Like I said, there's so many, and it's new, and we're both not like jumping into this either. I mean, we're enjoying each other's company. We're you know, still learning and discovering each other and that kind of deal. You know, neither one of us. It's really interesting, the whole date to marry kind of phenomenon too. You know, we're both we're both looking for long-term partners, but not even close to being like, hey, you know what, marriage is it's off the table, right? And she's in the same spot, in the exact same spot. It's like, Chris, I just want to get to know you. I want to hang out. I want to travel. We're not even close to being in that type of conversation, right? So it's just really, really, really kind of unique and cool to be around that. Hey, Michael, how's it going? I need to reach out with you around insurance, brother. I know exactly who you are. So look, if you guys are looking for some health insurance, this gentleman's got some stuff. He does a lot with Geo and other vloggers too. I've seen you before, but I keep meaning to send you off the paperwork, but I don't. But yeah, shout out to you, Matt. I really appreciate kind of what you're up to here and helping people make sure that they've got coverage and health insurance. So yeah, reach out to this. I believe that's you. I think I recognize the name. Yeah, exactly. Right. Pac-Man. Hey, Chris, enjoy your videos and travel. We're curious about Chad Foster these days. I don't know. He and I definitely went different directions on that kind of stuff. And look, really no upset or anger towards me, towards Chad. I just was in an environment where it's like, you know, I need to do some different things here. And it's hard when you're traveling with two people. You got other people's schedules and stuff like that. And I'm a little more of a kind of like bounce around kind of guy, and you know, need to move a little bit more than that. So as far as I know, he could still be up, and I know he was doing some stuff in Marapipi and hanging out there for a while. So yeah, I'm not sure what he's up to. Yeah, good dudes like you are hard to find. You're both lucky. Yeah, no, we're having fun. We're having fun. Mary Rose and I just kind of getting to know each other. I'm excited for her. I hope it works out for her to do an internship here in Cebu. Doing good here. Let's see, how am I at? 723, 747, a little bit behind. Yeah, man. Hey, Dean. Hope you're good. It's nice to hear. One second. It's nice to hear the woman's perspective on dating in the Philippines. Touching on the age gap is informative, both for who agree and not agree. I agree, man. I'm with you, Jack. One second. I'm going to heat up my water while we talk about this. That was really the intention of that video, was to kind of tell you guys about what's her perspective. Like, what does she think? Like, why would a younger Filipina want to date? I got water going now for some coffee. But yeah, why would a younger Filipina want to date a foreigner? I mean, we all want to know that, right? We all have these assumptions about why, you know, it's financial and all this and that. And it's really interesting to me to kind of get that perspective. And that was the intent of that video. So I appreciate it, Jake. In the States, I would not even dare to imagine dating someone with such a large age gap. Yep, you're living life, and I'm happy for you. No, man, I appreciate it, man. No, and guys, it's so much more about the dating. It is just really about having a free lifestyle. You know, I do whatever I want every day, and I go, like today, I'm going to go to the gym and, you know, maybe go for a motorcycle ride. I'm meeting with good guy friends. I mean, that was one of the things too I talk about a lot. I've got so many guy friends now out here. It's just amazing. Yeah, the dating is great, but there's so much more to being out here than the dating. It really is. You don't want to get lost in that, and guys do. You know, so, but yeah, it is such a great lifestyle out here. Really love it. Congrats on the new Chris. The anger and shaming language from gathering community makes me giggle. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. And look, it's their reality. It really is. It's their opinion. It's their view on stuff, and they can have it. It's okay. It's not my reality or my view on a particular situation, but you know, I'm not going to stop anyone from that kind of deal, right? From having their own thoughts and opinions on stuff. I just respectfully disagree and live my life. But you know, yeah. There she is. What's up, girl? This is so cool seeing the Facebook stuff come in like that. I have not seen that. Good for you, sweetie. Hope you're good there. Good luck today on your rest of your projects and wrapping up this week. Just busy week, so hope all works out, and hopefully see you soon here in Cebu City. Yes, Mike. Hi from Florida. Love your vlogs up front and on. You know what? I try, man. I don't know. I try. I be as honest as I can be without getting myself in trouble, and sometimes that just doesn't work. Oh man, but that's why. You know, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I put my foot in my mouth all the time. I need a Filipino sugar mama. Dude, they're here. They are here. You could find one. They're around. They're around. There is a middle class here and an upper class. There really, and people talk a lot about poverty in the Philippines. There is a middle and upper class here. You can find that. There's doctors and lawyers and all that stuff that are very interested in dating a foreigner. So the challenge around all of that is getting that first initial contact, because that's the hard part. Once you can get connected with somebody, almost always, if you have stuff in common anyways, it's going to lead to, something great. So, or, like a relationship, because there's definitely an interest on their side, but getting through that barrier is what you would struggle with. But yeah, no, it's out there, man. They're the upper middle class. Yeah, man, that's why you left them behind. Your foreigner vlogger stuck showing people in Philly as, dude, we're not showing people as sex objects. Yeah. You've got the wrong idea, Ryan. You really do. And at least for my channel, I can't speak for other channels, but for my channel, you're not seeing. You got stuff going on in your head that isn't what's being presented, right? Hey, Chris from Queens, I stumbled across an old Hugh Hefner video with your recent one. Oh, you're missing the bathrobe and the satin sheets. Yeah, that was funny, right? The board and the blacklisted. Yeah, I hope. Yep, and rightfully so. I agree. I think, I think you're speaking to Paul Caldwell that was recently or deported. I don't know the story on that really, but yeah, no, and we have to be careful, not just vloggers, any American, any tourist here. We need to remember that we are a tourist in this country. We need to be respectful. We need to be all that, right? No, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. Watch more of my channel and videos and you'll get a better picture of kind of who I am. You really will. Yeah. And he just doesn't know me. I think, and that's kind of, I think a lot of people that may have watched that video, they don't know me as well. They haven't watched a lot of my channel. I got still people commenting. I was like, where's Joe at? It's like, seriously, that was last year. Just people aren't super tuned in, and I get it. Busy lives, right? Yeah. You would not date a 21-year-old girl because it's not so much about right or wrong. I wouldn't date a 21-year-old girl just because I couldn't, not because I wouldn't want to or that. It's just different here, guys. You can't compare Philippines to the United States, and in a lot of ways, and in particular in dating, you just can't compare it. It is so different, and thankfully, it's different. It's why a lot of us come here is because it is so different, right? It's uncomparable. The only thing that is comparable is you have a man and a woman. The gender roles, all that stuff. It's so uncomprehendable to people who are living in the West. You can't grasp it. And I think that's why the men do come here, is because we can have that type of relationship that we want, right? That traditional type of relationship. Yeah. Really interesting though. Yep. Some people just want to see the world burn. Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. No, and it's fine, man. Like I said, I don't deny people their opinions and thoughts and feelings. It's like, I look at it like people were saying, yeah, football's the best sport in the world, right? It's just like, whatever. I mean, yeah, you can have that thought, and I actually like football, but it's an opinion. It's completely subjective. It's not true. Why fight it? Why fight it? It's ridiculous to fight that way of thinking. You know what I mean? It's just, and it's also ridiculous to think that's the only way, or that's like reality. You really want to get in tune with your own subjective reality, your own way of thinking towards things, and be more allowing. Westerners were so, this is the way. It's like, dude, man, no. There's so many other ways to kind of do stuff, so many other ways to thinking about things. Open up your minds, really. Really. It's so, it's one of the things I've learned about living here. It's just how we are as Westerners about everything. Oh, this is even the helmets, right? You got so much flack for, why isn't she wearing a helmet and this and that? And it's like, guys, bahala nasi Batman. Bahala nasi Batman. Dude, there you are. Dude, let's go shoot a video, man. Let's go shoot. Hey, today I've got a couple things going on. I've got the live, and then I got a training at 1. But after that, dude, let's see if we can get some lunch. I got to check in with a couple of other guys. We might do a ride up the mountain with a guy who just got his scooter. But let's hang out for sure. Let's hang out today for sure. I'm back in town. But yeah, shout out to you, man. I hope it's going well. Do you feel like a pervert with one girl? I don't actually, Natalie. Oh my gosh, I don't. Yeah, I actually feel I'm living my best years of my life right now. I really am. I'm around friendly, happy people. I've escaped a lot of this kind of stuff. I really have. I'm around people who are loving, they're kind, they're interested in me and who I am. I don't know. I did in the West, it's funny. Looks like you found a good girl. Congratulations. My advice is to try to get out of the habit of referring to her as a Filipina and just call her your partner or girlfriend. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Mitch. Thanks, brother. Yes. Hope all is good there. Hope NASA's doing well. Hope you're getting the rockets going, man. Hold on one second. I'm going to dump my hot water into my coffee here. But yeah, no, thanks, Mitch. I appreciate it, man. Hope all is going well. Do you have any trips coming back to the Philippines? Do you have any plans in coming back? And I know I thought retirement was on your horizon. Sorry, I was just filling up that water in my French press. I'll bring it. I'm by myself, guys. Yes. Do you have any, you coming back soon? What's your schedule like? Thank you, though. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Yes, my own Buntag Jack. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, early live stream. I'm back in town. I was doing the Wednesday live streams. Hey, Siri. 5-minute timer. 5 minutes. I was doing the Wednesday early live streams, and here it's Wednesday back home, and I'll be home now. Like I was talking about early before, I envision doing kind of trips, especially when I get the new bike. It's going to be really easy for me to hop and go and do all day travels and do stuff kind of like that. So I'm really excited about that. Agree, W. Yes. Yeah, no worries. I mean, look, guys, I get it. I get it's so foreign to your way of thinking and being. But look, just try to expand and try to not let other people's lives impact yours so much. Just allow for people to be who they are. If they're happy, if two people are happy together, who cares? Why would you care so much about my relationship with a girl who she and I are having a great time together? We're really enjoying each other. We're enjoying being with each other. We're enjoying hanging out. Why does that bother you? I mean, think about that. Seriously. I mean, that's your life. You're letting my relationship impact you when for me and her, this is a great thing. Think about that. Wow, that blows me away. That makes me sad for you. That really makes me sad for you. That's your life. Oof. Oh, man, I got the chills. Yeah. Oh, Malbulay, it's cooler. Okay. Malbay is cooler than I've been told. Okay, it's cool there. I don't know that area. I don't. Yeah, I love your channel. Hey, you. Yeah. No, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. If you're looking for cooler temps, stay in the mountains. It can get 20 degrees cooler. Yeah, my thought around that is that you've got a lot of regions here that you can do that in. You've got several mountain regions. Even here in Cebu, you can get up. You can travel 30 minutes out, 45 minutes out. You can be up in elevation. Like I said, we stayed up in that Miss Mountain Resort. They had no aircon, and that's right around the corner from here. So a lot of places you can go. Can of beans. Hey, Chris, if you are in a typhoon, at least you won't have to worry about your wig flying away. That's right, man. Yeah, no wig flying away here. Oh, yeah, no wig. I lived in Florida for quite a bit, and so I'm used to low pressure systems and that kind of deal. And the nice thing about kind of typhoons is that they're slow moving storms, so you don't have to kind of worry about, it's not like a tornado where they pop up overnight. So as long as you keep an eye on it, they're good. The things that bothered me more are really the earthquakes and volcanoes. Those are what bothered me a little bit more than the typhoons. Current temperatures in Cebu are like summertime in California, just more humidity. At my house in Toledo, we're up the hill from the main road. Yeah, nice breeze almost daily. Yeah, weather's been a non-issue. Where am I at time? 7:38. Kind of half hour behind. Interesting. Have you had plans to learn? You plan to learn Bisaya in the future? Yes, I'm actually learning a lot of Bisaya, and that is what I'm focused. The language, the dialect that I'm focusing on is Bisaya. I know whatever, maybe 50 words. The one that I've learned recently is Dili Lang Salamat, which is really helpful when people are coming up to you and, hey, would you like this? And this kind of thing where people are trying to sell you something or offer you something. Dili Lang Salamat, which is like, hey, no, thank you, right? And then just simple stuff like basag na ko, I'm full, or gutom kayo, like I'm very hungry, or bugnaw kayo, like I'm really cold. Yeah, so I am learning a lot of this Bisaya dialect and plan on doing more. One of the things I want to do on my community group is I want to develop a weekly Bisaya language lesson for people who are interested. And I'm currently looking to put that together right now on the community group, just to kind of do a weekly lesson where people can join in. I want to have it online, and then I'm just kind of looking through instructors and that kind of stuff. There's a lot going on over here, yeah, I am learning Bisaya. Die alone. Yeah, no, it's all right. Look, and I don't want to cast hate. I do. Gosh, I feel sorry for people that's their life, that they need to cast judgment on others. When people are happy and living great lives, that their life is so miserable that they have to do that. I mean, it makes me sad. It really makes me sad. I'm sad. I mean, it saddens me. It's just, hey, what's up, sweetie? Hey, I hope you're good, man. I hope you're good out there. Aren't you traveling around? What are you up to? If you don't follow her, really sweet, adorable Filipino blogger here out of Cebu. I think I think you're traveling around. But yeah, man, I hope you're good there. One second, I'm gonna pour my coffee. Yeah, I'm back in Cebu City, traveling around a lot in Leyte. I was gone for almost 2 months, but back around now. Congratulations on your success. I know I think you hit a big milestone in your channel. So congratulations. Cheers. Hope you're doing well there. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I love? I love good people. I love good-hearted people. I don't really care about the age. I just love good-hearted people. So yeah. Now my age range looking for is 18 to 22. I actually jumped it up. I hung out with some 18-year-olds in Billy Ron, and I was kind of turned off, honestly. And I was like, and it never got out of friend zone. But I was really kind of turned off. So meeting Mary Rose, I'm like, all right, this is kind of the bottom level I'm really kind of due. So for me, it was 21. And honestly, guys, I'll be, not that she and I are talking marriage, but or any of that. I don't like dating. I like being in a committed relationship. That's more my speed with stuff. I'm not the kind of guy who likes dating around a bunch of women. So I'm really glad to kind of be in a relationship and not have to kind of go through a lot of that stuff. I just find dating exhausting. I find it exhausting. I find it annoying. I find it like dangerous even. It's exciting in the sense that you're getting to know somebody, but I like what I have going on with her, where it's more of a deeper exploration. Like I'm really kind of getting to know this person and getting to know this human being. It's not superficial on a 1 or 2 night basis, right? I'm just not into that anymore. And I think a lot of that is I've lived those years, guys. I didn't get married till I was almost 40. I was with a woman for almost 15 years, but that was that was all my 40s and my late 30s. So I'm more into these more deeper kind of connections, that longer kind of relationships than I am with kind of the short-term ones. And it doesn't make the short-term one bad or wrong. I'm not some moral high ground. It's just what I like, right? Don't let those. Yeah, I know, it's fine, man. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't look, if you're going to do YouTube, if you're going to do what I'm doing here, you cannot let that kind of stuff bother you. You just have to kind of let it roll. And that's kind of how I've always been. I take on a mindset of that kind of stuff where I'm just, honestly, I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry that is their life. That is their life. And it does. It just saddens me. Yeah. And they're a date younger than you. Yeah. Yeah. No, and look, I'm not fixated on the age. I'm fixated on the person. That's what I like. And I like who I get to be. Like, look, who I say I am, like who I say we all are, right, is the conversation that we have about ourselves, as well as the conversation that others have about us, right? To an extent. Who I get to be when I'm with her, dude, is amazing. I love who I get to be. Love that. I get to be this man. I get to be, this. Just it's incredible. This passionate, loving guy who gets to take care and nurture her, and she's excited, and I love who I get to be, and her listening. That is so powerful. That is just amazing. And it's not so much about the age. It's who we get to be kind of for each other in those moments, right? I know that's kind of weird, deep, and flaky, but that's what gets me rolling. That's what gets me excited about dating and life and relationship and being connected, right? You can't explain the age thing to anyone that hasn't been there. Yeah, and again, though, too, it's more about the connection than the age, for me, anyways. And I would assert for Mary Rose as well. It's more about that, and there is a play at that, right? But look, the physicalness dies quickly. It does. You're in any relationship. It's within a month or so that part of it's done. What can you do beyond that, right? Yeah. 7:44. I'm a little bit worried about time, but that's all right, guys. Look, if you're new to my lives, I try to get through all the comments, but I don't necessarily have a commitment to get through all the comments. If I skip yours, I'm really sorry. But I'm more, the lives for me are a way to deep dive into stuff, for us to have deep connections and conversations about whatever, right? So that's more my commitment than really burning through or getting through all the comments. But as you can tell, I struggle with that internally, as I'm concerned a little bit about time. So anyways. Older rich men in America dating younger. Weren't you girls celebrating who are, yeah. Dude, I don't want to like make people wrong, right? I don't want to go down that avenue. I don't. I would hope that they can to start to look differently about stuff, but whatever. I don't want to change people, and I want to offer a different point of view, and I want to offer it in a generous, open way for people, so that they can maybe, like I said, they can maybe see a different way, right? How long did it take for the mindset to change in so many of these areas? Dude, I'm still working on it, Scott. I'm still high strung. I'm still like go in some ways. I'm getting there. I've been here like a year and a half now, but I can still see that, I'm not quite reggae Bob Marley'd out yet. I'm getting there. I am definitely getting there, and I can see it with new guys that I meet, who are more go than I am. But I have a long way to go still. I was professional for a law firm for almost 20 years, and love the work that I did, but it was intense. And yeah, so just the whole Western living is still very much a part of who I am. Still working on it. Great question, though, Scott. Appreciate it, brother. Can of beans. Poverty is the reason they date us, dude. Don't fool yourself too much. 7-year-old, 24. Yeah, I get that. It is, but it isn't. I get it. So here's the difference, though, can of beans, that I kind of put out there. And it's one of the things about Thailand versus the Philippines. In Thailand, I get that dynamic is very much transactional. And I think always will be transactional. The thing I think about here in the Philippines, though, you can get a woman who loves and nurtures and takes care of you. I just, dude, I don't see it where it's all about money. Dude, I don't see it that way. And maybe that's just me being naive, but I don't think so, dude. I think I'm pretty in tune. Yeah, I don't see it that way. I just really don't. I think there is an element of security that is there, but to say it's all about money, to say it's all about um, poverty, and I would say it's more about security. I would say if you're that, like if because what you can provide for them is a safe space to be, then yeah, I would agree with that wholeheartedly. But there's a fine line with saying, hey, they're just with you because of money. I disagree with that completely. But to say that they're with you because you can provide a safe, loving environment for them to feel safe, to express themselves, to express their feelings, to express their emotions, then yes, I completely agree with that. Right? Yeah, really great questions today, guys. I do appreciate the conversation. It really does help me also, right? As far as figure it all out. Oh, bro, you're gonna, if you go on being a love, you're gonna change your mindset in like 2 weeks. Like go on. I've been on Tinder. I've been on Bumble. I've been on Tinder. I've been on dating apps. I have been on that. I mean, and you're right. You get exposed to a completely different way of you get exposed to a lot of different types of people in those environments. I agree. No, I agree. And look, I'm not saying that there are Filipinas out there who don't want you for your money. They're not gold diggers. They're not monkey branchers. There are a lot of that out there, but there's also many, 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 many Filipinos who just want a man, want a good man. And I would say that's the majority of them is that. Now, are you going to have 20% or so that are just out for money? Yeah, there are a lot of those. But I personally, I've met so many great, and I don't want to necessarily say you have to get out in the provinces to find that, but yeah, if you're here on Tinder in Cebu City, you're gonna find a lot of what you're talking about there, Chris. You're right. And I think look, it just depends on what you're looking for. If you're here on a short time trip, get on the dating apps, go to Manila, go to Cebu, get on the dating apps, go to Tinder, and you're going to meet a lot of Filipinas. Now, are some of those wife material for you? I don't know, maybe, but are a lot of those maybe scammers and professionals? Absolutely, they are. Absolutely. So, yeah, yep. Every relationship has financial component to it. Yep. She needs him, you need her. Right on, brother. Right on. Yep, right on. Yep. I'm with you. Hey, what's up, sweetie? Yes. Yeah, I know who you are. My good friend from Manila. Hope you're good there. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. I am. I'm doing really well. Back in Cebu. Happy to be back home. It was fun traveling, but happy to be back home. I'm home now for a little bit. Got some trips kind of coming up, but hope you're good. Let me know when you're coming to Cebu. We'd love to connect with you and hang out. So thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks for your friendship too. I really appreciate your friendship. I really, really do. Yeah. It's been hard getting used to drivers with no lights at night. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah. So there is some stuff when you're on the road, you'll see motorcycles with no lights on. So it is a little bit wild. But the nice thing about that is that the speeds you're typically traveling at are a lot slower. Like I hardly get above 40 miles an hour, I don't really get going fast. So yeah, but you're right. There's a lot, and then dogs in the road. One of the tips that someone was giving me is try to ride more towards the middle of the road because the dogs will like to stay on the kind of the outside and stuff. So yeah, no lights, dogs. There's some obstacles, construction. So yeah, plenty of lovely young. Yeah, no, there are. There's plenty of lovely Filipinas in all age brackets, gentlemen. There really are. I would invite us not to get hung up on the age of any of it. Ageism is a really interesting deal. It's something I've kind of learning more and more about. I mean, I think you need ages. You need a way to measure stuff. I'm not saying, hey, forget about the age. And everyone's zero, right? I'm not saying that, but I do invite us to look more towards the person, the individual. And I get it. As we get older, we have more life experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, there's all ages of dating options here. Really are. Yeah. Really, really cool conversations today, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, my advice is to think about having kids before you get too far along. Yeah, to think about having kids. They want children personally. I'm fine with having children in my 50s, but take that in consideration. Dan, you're absolutely right. You got to talk about kids. You got to talk about where you're at with kids. Like, what do you want kids and stuff like that? Those are all conversations to have early on while you're establishing things. Absolutely. Mary Rose and I have talked a lot about that. I probably won't go into detail on that right now just because of personal things. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Talking about kids is super, super important, as it's a big part of this culture here. Absolutely. Yeah, no, Hex, no worries, man. Look, gosh, we're all humans on this planet trying to figure out how to live. We really are. We really are. And like I said, I get a little bit moved by it. I feel sad that that's her life. I do. And not just her, but all these people who dwell in hate. Gosh, it gets me. It gets me that is their world. That's their world. That is how they're choosing to live their life. Oh, it just, man, gets me a little bit. Sorry. Good day, Chris. Hope you're doing well. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I was surprised too. Yeah. No worries, man. Uh, what is the take with the locals that are going on with President Marcos? I don't know anything about that. What is your take with the locals on what's going on with President? I'm not sure, brother. And honestly, we can't, as foreigners, we can't talk about anything kind of like politics, local politics. It's not wise for us. I support 100% the Philippines government, and I don't know anything about that. I really don't. Actually, I know some people. One of my buddies, he's been on the channel earlier, John. He's now a president-appointed judge in the employment district. So yeah. So I just, the thing about politics, we can't do anything about it anyways here in this country. So it can only hurt us to talk about it. And yeah, so we got to be really careful there. I've been totally honest with Sam. I just want dates in the Philippines. They get mad at first, but there are a lot that down for casual sex while on your vacation. Yeah, Chris, and it's one of the things that gosh, I see both sides of it. I get the guys that are coming here. They haven't been with a woman, and for me, it was like 4 years. You're on a 2-week vacation. I understand, man. I get it. I just feel like there's better places to go. I think Angeles City is in Pattaya and what Thailand, what do you call it? Pattaya in Thailand and Angeles City here, or Pete Burgess in Manila. I would say those are probably the areas to go if you're looking to date as many as you can. Definitely do not go out in the provinces, guys. Just please don't do that. You're creating a bad name for the rest of the foreigners if you go out in some of these rural areas and take advantage of some of the innocence that's there, man. It's a bad situation. I see it. And then, just don't do that. Please. If you're going to try to date a lot of girls, just come to the bigger cities and get on the dating apps and Tinder. You will find more women than you can possibly deal with. I know guys, I talk with them and they're like, I just want a night by myself. And, so do that, but keep it, because you're meeting girls who are into that also, but don't be on the hunt, man. It's just, yeah. Anyways, I get both sides of it. I get men that are coming here for a short time and wanting to make those connections, and there are areas to go for that. But just, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. Yeah, I was tempted to say something a bit. Yeah, no worries. Dude, guys, it's fine. It's not a problem. I have room for it all, honestly. 748. I'm engaged to an older Filipino girl. Yeah, there you go, right there. Yep, yep. There is an upper class Filipina here. There are Filipina families. There are lots of them. Now they might be a little bit hesitant to date you, like we've talked about, but you can get in there. You can get in that. You can get in the. There's ways to approach that type of situation, right? I'm fumbling all over my words. I apologize, guys. I'm just really trying to be careful in what I say in a lot of ways, and it's hard. I'm live, but the challenges around dating more that type of are there because sometimes there's a stigma of dating a foreigner, but once you get in the family dynamic there, you're fine. And I would say that's with dating in general in the Philippines, and especially as you get outside of maybe some of the provinces or more, there's a little bit of that initial kind of contact that's hard, but once you kind of get through that, you're usually kind of in good shape, and then you can kind of have a relationship where you can build a friendship and that kind of deal. But yeah, there is an upper class Philippines culture here that does not get talked about much. I've seen a lot of it. I've met doctors and lawyers and all that stuff here, and so yeah. You already, yeah, I know, yeah. Oh, you're on both platforms. Yeah, you already know I stand on current affairs. Just enjoy. Yeah, I am, and look, I love the connections. I love the deeper kind of connections. I'm not the kind of guy. I mean, you know me. You know me. You know me well, and I'm not the kind of guy that just wants to go out and hook up with a bunch of girls. I had those years in my 20s and 30s. I did. It's just not who I am now, and I'm not blaming guys who are in that space now. It's just not where I'm at. I want deeper connections with everybody, not just my relationships, not just my intimate ones, but with you guys. That's why I do these lives. That's why I'm here, is to connect with people, to help with people, to meet people, right? To anyone. 146 watching, let's thumbs up. It's fun. I think I have, this is a little bit higher attendance for me on lives, and I think it's because I'm doing Facebook too. So I don't know. Anyways, I do like the lives. I do enjoy the lives. I would have helped you barking. No, and it's all right, guys. Look, like I said too, I don't want us to throw stones, and I don't want us to I want us as a freaking world to work. I want us to learn to allow for other opinions, to allow for other ways of thinking, and to kind of try to get in other people's shoes, to try to understand them, right? I don't want us to tear each other apart. I mean, come on, that's what we always do, especially as Westerners. Let's try to be more allowing with each other's views and perspective. Let's show some compassion. Let's show some understanding, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I need more sleep. I was just joking. Oh, crazy. John, hey, Chris, any recommendations for a cooler climate besides Baguio? Yeah, anywhere. You can get up in elevation. Yeah, Cebu City, you can travel 45 minutes up the mountain and you're in cooler stuff. I've said it a couple times on this live already. I've stayed at the Miss Mountain Resort up there. They had no aircon, none, and you didn't need it. So there are a lot of places. Just look up and find out where you want to be. Honestly, if you're, let's see, were you a cyclist? Yeah, a bike rider. I would look at Bohol. It's not as busy as the roads. You've got a mountainous terrain. It's beautiful. You got close proximity to Cebu. Yeah, you know what? Anytime I'm talking about, I like to show you a map. So look, here's Cebu City. It's really easy for us to get over here. A couple ferry options. Most of it are Tagbilaran City. You can get over. But I would honestly look at Bohol as a cyclist. Big island, look, twice the width really of Cebu. So you got a big island. You've got a bigger city with your access to your goods and stuff. So if you would live kind of in this area, I would think you'd be fine. You've got some tourist stuff in Pangalao that you could do if you wanted. Lots of restaurants and hotels and resorts all down through here. That's where I would look, is somewhere along this area, maybe Loai or whatever. I actually plan on getting out to Bohol and doing some ride. I'm looking for Mary Rose on her schedule when she can get out and do some more stuff. But yeah, I would look at Bohol and get up in the mountain regions, and I think you'd find some of that, right? Yeah, I'm here in Car. All right. Yeah. Yeah, Car is nice. Elevated. Okay. Is there elevation Car? I think you're on the coast, right? Maybe I'm not reading it. But yeah, Car's all right. Still busy, right? Still busy down there. Yeah, no single moms, no province girls. Find a young chick with a wealthy family. I don't know, man. I actually really love kids. I love kids. I do. I met a girl. Shout out to you, Nesty. Hope you're good up there, sweetie. Met a girl up there. Just a great girl. 2 kids. I'm not against it. You know, I'm more into the person, the individual, loving, kind, sweet, than kind of that. I mean, the kids are a factor, especially if you're budget minded, right? But yeah, I don't mind kids. The province girls are a strange breed. No, I don't think they're a strange breed. I think the province girls are sometimes simpler, and they're I don't know. You have a lot of province girls also in Cebu. Like, they come here for work and stuff, so you'll see a lot of that. What I like about kind of that province dating, in particular, kind of Mary Rose and stuff, is she hasn't dated nothing but foreigners. You know, one of my concerns about meeting girls in Cebu City is, you know, like you're like the 5th or 6th foreigner that you're dating. It's like a community bicycle. You know, I don't want really that Western type of dating and stuff like that. I want to date a girl who isn't that, who is more protective of herself and her way, right? That's the kind of girl that I would like. And look, not that there's anything wrong with any of this, and it's not my view is the right view. It's what I like, right? But yeah, I like the simpler, more traditional way of the province girls that I've met so far. 26 years coming to the Philippines. Suggestions for anyone moving: enjoy the people. Yeah, talk and interact with the people. Jumping into the relationship is almost always cause of headaches and heartbreak. Absolutely. Amen. Right on. Yep. I've actually seen an interesting comment on the other day of the channel. It was a Filipino interview of the Filipinos. Said her boyfriend is 12 years older. The other comment, he's too young for her. Right? Oh, that's funny. Yes. Yay, military vet. I'm looking at the Cebu area church. BJJ is something I'm looking for a while. I don't know if there's any jiu-jitsu here. I know, what do you call that? There's a type of boxing here. I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, there is boxing here. There's like someone will put it in the comments, but I don't know about BJJ. I'm sure it's around. I have not gotten into that. But I think you'll have no problem in Cebu City. Dude, Cebu City is like freaking Chicago, 3.5 million. So I think anything you're looking for is here. Yeah, good for you, man. And thanks for your service, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, take a breath. You're not in America. I hear you, man. Yeah, I hear you. 750, 828. Wow, I'm that far behind. I'm sorry, guys. Province girl is tough. Generally poor, really bad internet. Has kids, younger, will probably ask you for low. Nah, I don't. Some, maybe, not all. And I think that's the exception. I think it's not so much the norm, at least in my experience. I haven't found that to be true. Chris, always enjoy your videos and your live stream. I do agree with you. I'm from Pennsylvania. The weather here is a non-issue. Yeah, yep, non-issue, brother. Yeah, thanks, Tom. Boo-hoo, women in the West act like little children, and other 15-year-olds. It's all about, I don't know, man. We're just different, right? And like I said before, let's try on to take more of allowing other people's perspectives, right? Because it is subjective. It's their view. It's not right or wrong, right? It's just their view, you know. I find this from the Philippines, 18-year-old's age, no issue in the Philippines. I'm already hearing rumblings. Yeah, 18-year age gap. Yep. Yeah. People just won't understand. They won't. Yeah. Date hoarder. I know this engineer works for the government, and she said her dad is a government official. Yeah, she's a bit chubby, but she said, yeah, man, you're gonna find probably some of them. I mean, like, look, there's a reason why, you know, you go around the world and you see Filipino nurses in almost every hospital. They're just caring, giving people typically, right? Yep. Looking to pull the trigger and buying a flight this week. Probably come. Yeah, nice, Hex. Yeah, look me up, brother. You know how to get me. Yeah, look me up. I'd love to connect with people all the time. Oh, sorry, Dean. 1 second. Glad you're doing well, pal. I better get some sleep. Yeah, no, take care there, man. I don't know if you're still on because I'm a half hour behind, 40 minutes behind now. Wow. But yeah, hope you're good there, brother. I'm 71 and 34. We've been together now for 15 years. Yep. Was married 10. We have a beautiful 9-year-old girl. My lady was a full-time teacher, which is a retiree. Works great for me. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. All kinds of age gap stuff that here in really in Southeast Asia, a lot of it, success in that. And, you know, whatever, you know, that was part of my plan when I was looking to move out here, was to find someone I could grow with and, you know, who could help me as my aging years too. Right. Yeah. You can get blacklisted in the Philippines for a very, yeah, absolutely. You can. Yep. Yep. Lots of ways to get yourself in trouble out here. Chris, there are many Filipinos that are looking, there are many Filipinos that are looking for Western guys who provide enough for them, but their whole family. It's one of the negatives I keep hearing. You can find that, but you can also be upfront right in the very beginning and say, look, this is where I'm at, you know, and that's the way I feel you really want to deal with it. Is just bring a maturity, you know, bring all this to the table right away. Be open about it. Say, look, you know, I don't have budget to take care of your family. Is that going to be an issue? You know, just be open about it. And a good Filipina doesn't care. They don't care, right? They just won't. And, you know, you're right. Maybe look for a family or whatever. Look for a girl who's in college or has completed college. That says a lot. You know, there's a lot of ways you can get around that, honestly. But, you know, it can be part of it. It doesn't necessarily have to be. John, there are hills above. Yep. The perfect elevated cool space for bike. Yep. There you go, man. Yep. Yep. Lots of areas. Yeah. I like Bohol, I hear, is a good destination for cyclists as well. Family, there's a lot of cyclists everywhere, man. It is a big cyclist area. I see them a lot in Cebu. I see them a lot when I was in Leyte. It's a big cyclist. There's cyclists everywhere. It's kind of cool. If you're a cyclist, I think you'll be pretty happy out here. Family doesn't like younger women. Complaining age gap is an issue. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Chris, you can generally only stay 3 years, and then you have to marry a ex-military. Your girlfriend's still looking at. So you can stay here indefinitely, really, Chris. Once you leave for 24 hours and come back, that 3 years gets reset, right? I've noticed the West is constant shaming. It is, man. It's not allowing. There's such this way mentality of not allowing for other thoughts and ways of thinking. It's just so incredible. And I see that now that I've stepped away and lived here. It's one of the things that really stands out for me with Western mindset is you're so stuck. You're just so stuck. And like your view is the right view and it's the only view. You got to let that crap go, man. It is so limiting in your experience in life. There's so many other ways to think and be, guys. There really are. There really, really are. Yeah. Yep. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Can't wait to get back to Asia. Yeah. Yep. By the way, ignoring people judging you for the age difference. Yeah, another business. I'm breaking any laws. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Yep. Yes, allow 3 years, can leave 24 hours, come back and start. Yeah, exactly. Yep, we just talked about that. Yep. Yeah, it's really indefinite. You know, with a business visa though that I'm looking to get, I think there is a renewal in that as well. But yeah, lots of visa options here. The tourist visa really works for most of us. Why don't all these age gap haters portray Filipino victims just not being able to drive their points? Yep. The girls here want it. Yeah, need to dance. Yeah. And not minors. Yep, absolutely. I'm with you. Also motorcycle guy, budgeted for a nice new scooter and looking at a Honda ADV 160. Yeah, man. Dude, Kurt, I've talked a lot about this on the live. If you are okay with a scooter, you don't mind a scooter, Honda ADV 160 is probably the best bike you can get. You've got storage under the box. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. let's look at, you know what? Let's just look. Let's see what we got. HONDA, Honda motorcycles. Let's pull it up. I think you guys can see this, right? Yeah. Let's look here. I think it's at the bottom. So on here we are right here. Honda ADV 160. You can get it for 166,000 pesos. So let's pull up, convert. I'm on just a different page here. You're not seeing that. So what's that? 100. Let's just say 167, 123. That's almost 3,000 US, right? So if you're okay with getting a scooter, dude, this is the way to go. It really is. It's probably the most practical. I'm going to say outside of Luzon. If you're in the Luzon area where you've got access to interstates, you might want to look at something above 400 cc. But if you're just everywhere else in the Philippines, I'm telling you guys, this is a great way to go. It really is. You've got all kinds of storage. I don't know if it's probably going to show us. I mean, look at that. You can fit a full face helmet under there. You've got storage here. You can get a top box on the back. It is probably the most practical way to kind of get around on the Philippines. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. You know, I had a scooter. I bought a Click when I first got here, and it was too small for me. I get it. Maybe I was looking for that bike. When I got here, the pandemic was still kind of wrapping up, and there were supply chain issues with Honda. So you couldn't find an ADV anywhere. They were completely gone. I went like all over Cebu, over in Balaban, and all throughout those areas. I couldn't find one. Anyways, I got a Click, and I was just uncomfortable on a scooter. So with a motorcycle, your brake is at your right foot, and it's braking. Your rear brake is kind of key for like slow moving stuff like city riding. You know, you can drag that rear brake and really kind of plant the bike. That's slow maneuver stuff, right? So I really struggled on a scooter, and I was just coming off a motorcycle accident, and I just did not feel comfortable on a scooter at all. So I opted to get a motorcycle. However, if you don't have that internal dialogue, right, and you're cool with a scooter, I would highly recommend the ADV 160. I think another alternative and a good bike also is the NMAX. So yeah, either one of those bikes is good. Yep. Yeah. Cool. Now, when people see Christine Cavallera 37 dating at 20, yeah, whichever, man. Like I said, let's just judge people for who they are, not necessarily their age and all that kind of stuff, right? And I think we kind of get wrapped up in that as Westerners. We really do, man. It's so kind of ironic, honestly, as far as this whole woke deal. It creates more of it, you know? We just want to just let the crap go, man, and let people judge people for who they are, not by their race, not by their age, not by their gender, just who they are, right? I mean, let all that crap go, man. I'm telling you, it's so kind of ironic, right? And we just get wrapped up in it, man. Yeah. I have a home in car, elevated position looking over the hole. Okay, yeah, cool. Great, cool, but got no desire to, yeah, I'm with you, man. Yep, I'm with you. I love it here. I love it. Yes, you're getting a lot of backlash from dating girls almost 30 years your junior. Yeah, given your status and the girl's economic status says a lot. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the thing, Tim, that a lot of people do freak out about is the economic status. That is the one thing that says it. Not so much the age, but the economic status. Yep. Oh, I understand. Yep. Eleanor, for Filipino girls, it's very difficult to be married when you're not educated, not financially well off, not good looking, because Filipino men with means are very picky. Interesting. Yep. Yeah, that's an interesting topic here. And I think why some Filipino girls will look for a Westerner is whatever they have in their own mindset that they're not attractive. And they know, heck, we don't care. We just want a sweet, loving girl. You know, most of us, whatever, that's me anyways. The physical stuff goes away pretty quick. I just want someone who's sweet, kind, and loving, So yeah, it's really interesting, Eleanor. I appreciate your comment on that. Are you sure you don't feel Kevin, freaking brother, dude, you're killing me, man. Oh, let's get together later. Freaking dude, let's shoot a video. I want to shoot a video with you. I don't do interviews, but I like your story. I like who you are, you know, and let's do something. We just got to figure out a way. I'm not going to do a video laying in bed with you. But let's figure out an interesting interview shoot together, man. You guys got any ideas? How can I do it? He and I do a video that we're just not sitting at a table freaking talking. That's interesting. Yeah, give me some ideas in the live here. Salty Justice Warriors. Okay. Dude. I bought a bike, man. I bought a bike. I bought the hold on. Royal. Yeah, man. I bought the Himalayan. I'm just waiting for it to show up. So this guy here, he was my riding buddy in Colorado. Dude, I got this bike. So, dude, come on out, man. You should come out and stay with me before I'm done in this place in October. So I'm in this huge. I got a really big 2-bedroom place. You can save for free. Dude, we go riding. I got a bike. Come on out, man. Come on, man. I know you've got PTO. We worked together for like 20 years. Good for you, brother. Nice to see you, man. You got to come out. Let's go riding. Yeah. So this bike will show up here in the Philippines probably in another week, and then I do a registration, which will take a month. But then I'll be doing some moto vlogging, and really excited about that with the drone, a couple cameras. So good for you, man. I hope you're good. I hope you're good. Seriously, you should come out and hang out if you're able to come out. If I had your opinion as well as science supports as well. Yeah, good guys, man. Oh, good community, good friends. She's having a great effect on you. Yeah, you know, she's a great girl. And I'm 45 minutes behind. Wow, I apologize, guys. I don't know if I'll get through the comments, but dude, she's great. She's phenomenal. She really is a good girl. And we're both really enjoying each other. Yeah, it's not the Philippines, you guys, some of the Western country. No, and dude, she's a friend of mine. So Tin's a friend of mine, you know, and you know, she's looking out. She's always been looking out for me. But she's a good person. She's a good person. Sold my car and booked the ticket, Chris. Come on, man. I know you too. Flying to Malaysia first. Okay, cool. Yeah. Probably BNC. Okay, great. Yeah, keep in touch. Let me know. Give me heads up. I do not know where I will be in December. Heck, I don't know where I'll be next month or next week even. But let's keep in touch, man. I'm really interested in connecting with you when you're out here. The President West never want to lead a fun life. Yeah, don't listen to him, Chris. Enjoy it. Yeah, no, it's okay. I got room for it. I got room for it all. As you can tell earlier, I actually get saddened by their reality of life. I really do. I really do. But I've got room for it. I don't. It doesn't necessarily bother me in the sense that, if anything, like I said, it just makes me sad that that's how they're choosing to live their life, right? It's called envy. Maybe the reason, daily sins. Yeah, greetings, Chris, from Paul Ryan, Denver. Hey, yeah, man. Yeah, 20 plus years. Yeah. Be returning to Davao in a month. Yeah, nice, dude. I want to work my way down there. I'll be down there at some point. Yeah, religious people will get upset about your age gap. Yeah, okay. Jealous guys will get upset about your age gap. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yep. I think you're right. A little, yeah, sure. You feel like a dirty old man. I do actually this morning. So I haven't showered yet. I'm a little bit hot. I'm a little bit sweaty, but yeah. So I do feel a little bit sticky. There's some real haters on this chat. Dude, K-Hart, no, dude. So K-Hart is just playing. He knows me. He's just messing around. He knows me. He and I have hung out. So, and I know I'm a half hour, 45 minutes behind now. He's not being a hater. He's not. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm so far behind. Women in their 20s are able to join the military, train police. Yeah. Looking good. I'm happy for you and her. Yeah, no, it's going well. It is. It's new. And both of us really realize that. But we also both realize that, hey, this is a really good connection here. We're both really having a good time and hanging out. So yeah. Enjoy the Visayas. Yes, mayong buntag. Yeah, salamat kayo. Salamat kayo. I do love it here. Nindo kayo. You know, I love the Visayas. I love the people. I love the culture. I love it. Yeah, Western women have a problem with age gap because they don't have options. You know, maybe, you know, could be some truth there. A 20-year-old guy in the country does not want to be with, yep, potentially. I don't know, right? Yeah, Jay, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. How do you find find intellectual connection with a girl? Yeah, I meet one in Thailand who cannot multiply by 7 or don't know best. So the intellectual, connection, dude. She's freaking industrial engineer. She's studying freaking advanced math. I mean, she blows me away in that kind of crap. You know, I'm just an idiot with a camera. I think most of you realize that by now. So, I mean, she's a lot smarter than I am. Let's be honest. So, and I think that is something to think about, guys. As you're looking to kind of move out here and you're looking for someone who's intellectually, stimulating. Pick a girl who's been to college. You know, I don't actually find most women that I've hung out with or dated where I feel like I can't connect with them on any level. There were some of the younger girls, like when I was hanging, and these were just friends, guys. I'm not dating any of these girls, but the younger ones, I did have a little bit of like, wait, just there's nothing going on here. But that's been fewer. Most of the women that I've actually hung out, or people even that I've hung out with, they're all fine in that area, and I've had no challenges there. And all the women that I've dated have been just fine. Even just my friends, my female friends, shout out to you, Jenny, and people like that. I mean, just incredibly intelligent people, hardworking, upper class, so that has not been an issue for me. And that could be more of the Thailand stuff, right? Than the Philippines. I mean, you've got a high percentage of the population that's getting college degrees here. So yeah. People are so miserable. They want to protect and hate on others. Yep. Western logic. It's okay to, yeah, I know, right? Mutilate children's genitals and this whole genders crap. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. I know it, man. It's craziness. Oh my gosh. Crazy, right? I'm with you, brother. People are unfulfilled to spend the money and time and energy and ruin other people's happiness instead of working on their own. Yeah. Yep. As Western World. That's 10 minutes. Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, this girl that I'm dating now, I mean, she's as wicked smart, right? Yeah, looking good, brother. I'm happy for you and her. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Kevin, what are you doing, man? Oh my gosh. Cheers. Yeah. Sorry. Now I'm just kind of checking you out, Mike Jones. Yeah. How's it going, man? Yeah. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry I'm so far behind. I do like the deep dive and stuff, right? It's kind of why I like to do the live. So I apologize. Yeah, dude. He's just. I know this guy. I had lunch with him yesterday. He's just being out there. And it's 8:00. Yeah. So yeah. Agreed. Women are mostly bitter. One boyfriend, younger. Yeah. Jack, what Westerners don't realize is Filipino culture. Most women are married 26. It's not common to find. Yeah. No, that's true too, Jack. Thanks. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah. Yep. And thank you too for your kind of friendship. And I've known you for a long time and really just kind of appreciate who you are. For the Carefree Chris community, you're really helpful, and you've helped me and help a lot of other guys. So, and thank you for your service, and just I really appreciated your friendship, So thank you, brother. Happy, yeah, no, I'm guys, I'm good. I've actually been good since I've been in this country. My worst days here are 10 times better than my worst days in the United States. Look, and it's still life, right? Like, you're still going to have challenges. You're still going to have problems. There's still going to be dynamics that come up. But the friendliness, the happiness of the culture, the people here, it's just, it's good. It's good. Yeah. Being real is what it's all about. Absolutely. Amen, brother. Right? Yeah. The beauty of the Filipinos are that they judge according to the heart. I'm with you. Yes, Morton. Not new, but there was a heads up on the live. I'm really late to the party. Yeah. No worries, man. And I'm way behind, so I apologize for that. Kind of catching up now. Wow, I've never kind of been this far behind in the comments. So I love the thing I did. The thing I do love about Filipinos is they consider their marriage vows seriously. Yes. Well, you can't get a divorce here, so it's a good thing, right? Yeah, you can't get one. I think they're working on ways where you can, but yeah, there's no such thing as divorce. So, whatever, like good, bad, right, wrong. I don't necessarily have a view on that. I just want to make sure I'm plugged in and charging here. So, um, so yeah, you can't get a divorce, so that's a good thing. And I kind of wish United States was like that way in some ways, right? I feel you, Chris. Moving from women to women is dude. I did that in my 20s and 30s. And it's not why I moved here. I am more into these deeper connections and relationships. And to me, whatever, a couple months and 3 months, you really get to know somebody. Hanging out with 5 girls a week, man. Not me. And I get, for some guys who haven't dated in a while, that's what they're here for. And there's some women that are okay with that as well. Especially, I think, on the dating apps here in the bigger cities. It's there. Not judging either way. Just where I'm at. Hey, Chris, just now joined from Long Beach. Hey, yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, James. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, Chris, I haven't been on in a long time. Glad to hear you're finding a nice lady enjoying your with. She's gonna ride. Yeah, no, she loves motorcycling. She loves it. One of the things we do for fun when we're around that area is we're riding all through Leyte. We just would go out. Hey, you want to go for a ride? Yeah, nowhere in mind. Just go riding. So she is a motorcycle enthusiast like I am, and really excited about doing some tours with her all throughout this country. So yeah, no, nice to see you back, man. I hope you're good. Yeah, Larry McGuire. Hey, Chris, just hopping on here and watching. Yeah, nice, man. Yeah, hope all is good in California. I was actually born in California, so yeah, it's only spent a couple years there, but yeah. Thanks, Larry. Can of beans, providers, dating foreigners, all of them. Most of them there are no doubt aren't those in the West. Yeah, I think it's more than that, more than the poverty stuff. Dude, I feel we have a real opportunity to find a really good wife and girlfriend here in this country. And you have a country full of women who really just want to be with you, and really excited to be here. And invite us all to really just kind of open up our way of thinking around that. Right? It's just different. It's so different. Thankfully, right? We wouldn't want. It's similar enough. The Philippines is similar enough where we feel comfortable, but also different enough where we can experience something new, right? Yeah, that's what I love about this country. To all the men that complain and elaborate too much on age gap relationship, what is the alternative? Yeah, ending up in a nursing home. Yeah, that's the factor, right? As I looked at my long-term plan of being here in this country, that was part of it. That was part of it, is finding a wife, a partner who would help me in those years, right? Yeah, so good. Yeah, good point, Carl. Yeah, let me buy you a beer, dude. Yes. Salamat kayo. I don't drink anymore, but you know what? I will buy a coffee for sure. Yeah, Chris, I just mentioned you and a 21 Filipino friend, and she said that the negative attitude towards you is that the relationship, all gaps are normal there. Yeah, Michael, I just mentioned you, a 20-year-old Filipino friend, and she said that negative. Oh, somebody's calling me. Is there a problem? Hold on. Love your content. Oh, wow. Yeah. Is there everything good, right? I'm not going to see it because I'm way far behind in comments, but somebody just called me. Hold on. Let me check something here real quick. I just want to make sure I'm good here. Yeah, no worries. Okay, cool. I saw you call me, Morton, so I wasn't sure. Yeah. I see you now. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. I do. Chris, 21, your girlfriend. Yeah, age gaps are normal. They really are. They really are. Yes, they really are. Yep, no normal. I appreciate it. No, and I do. I thank guys who are donating here and making a difference and trying to help me out. I'm not rich. I'm doing this at 53 years old. So, yeah, But anyways, hey Chris. On a lighter note, your your opinion on all the drivers at night with no lights. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are a lot of drivers with no headlights, but like I said, it's slow moving. It's not fast moving. It's pretty easy. I find that the motorcycle riding in general is outside the city is pretty enjoyable. Yeah, where's your new girlfriend? She is in Palawan still. She's finishing up her semester. She's really actually super busy. She's got a busy schedule. She's finishing up her third year of industrial engineering. She's going to be starting an internship soon, potentially in Cebu. And then, you know, if she does her internship in Cebu, we'll be able to hang out more frequently then. But she's still over in Leyte. Yeah. Good morning, Chris. Been living here in Bohol for almost 2 years. Migrated from Southern California with my wife, 9-year-old daughter. What a great move we made here in the hills of Buena Vista, Bohol. Yeah, man. Yeah, sounds beautiful. I can't wait to kind of get out and ride Bohol soon for me. Soon for me. Are you for real, Chris? I've seen imitators. Are you the real carefree Chris? I don't know, man. What is real anymore, right? Like, what is real? Oh. Yes, Filipinos are very family oriented, and they will often sacrifice to help their entire family. Yep, yep. I had myself a toxic friendship that used to bring me down. Yeah. Then I discovered a block button. Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, you know, you have that, right? Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I'll see you in the Philippines. Good morning, Chris. You are glowing. Yes. Great to see you. Happy and the very best. You, Mary Rose. Cheers. Yeah. No. And guys, yeah, and I'm not going to deny, you know, a lot of what's going on for me is Mary Rose and that dynamic, but a lot of it too, gentlemen, is just life living here, you know, and also too, it's a personal choice to have a great life. You know, guys, I've been glowing the past year and a half in a lot of ways. Now, granted, there's been some down moments, there has been, but I have a real commitment to staying healthy and happy, and I think that's kind of a big part of it, and something we can take on anywhere, right? Doesn't matter where we're at. You know, just taking care of ourselves physically, exercising, trying to eat well, and surrounding ourselves with positive, happy people. You know, I found my Filipina on Christian Filipina. Okay. And we're now happily engaged. Filipinos are the best, most respected people I know. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yep. Yeah, I just caught up. Hey, Mike. Vinny. Chris, what app do you What is the app you use while riding your bike? So there's a couple apps. I use Google Maps to help me navigate, but I think what you're talking about is that those overlays that show the speed and all that, that's actually part of this componentry here. Yeah, it's actually part of this. This is a GPS remote. This will fit on my handlebar on my bike. It's through Insta360. And this will, it hooks up with satellites and then syncs up with the camera, and it'll put in all those stats on the camera. So I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Please give your camel advice to Rosa guy. Yeah, man. Yeah. There's a lot of people that are out here that are taking advantage, I think, of the culture, and we are getting a bad name because of that. Yeah. Yeah, you can get in there, I know, right? Total slip. It's not what I meant. I'm so far behind. Oh, it's funny. Yeah. Just sweetest in the slap your bug on your head. Yeah. You're planning on staying in Cebu. My wife is from Negros, and we hope to get back soon. Our next trip, we'll stay out in some large resorts. I don't know. So I'm here in Cebu through October. My lease is done then, and then I'm not sure where after that. You know, I can really see if I can swing it financially to keep a place here in Cebu and then have another place probably over in Palawan or Ormoc or somewhere over in Leyte. Here's what I'd really love to have. I'd love to have a base here in Cebu. I'd love to have a place in Leyte. I'd love to have a place in Mindanao, and then just kind of travel in between. And then you know, have bikes where we can kind of cruise. And like, wouldn't it be cool to have like 3 or 4 dudes and we just kind of, hey, you know what? Let's go travel Leyte. And then we hop in a freaking ferry. We go over to Leyte. We hop on some bikes. We go ride around Leyte for a week. Or, hey, you know what? Let's do Mindanao. And then we hop over or Negros or, you know, all of that, right? So I'd really like to I'd love to set up these bases. And then, you know, maybe even like some kind of timeshare or something. I don't know, man. There's a lot kind of going on in here. But yeah, wouldn't it'd be kind of fun to kind of do all that stuff. But so I don't know if I'll be here in Cebu for how long, but I for sure be here through October. Yeah. Yeah. No worries, man. I actually love anytime I'm talking about a region, I try to bring out the map and so you guys can kind of see where I'm at. So yeah, I try to do that. I watch your videos. I'll be there in December. Okay. I like your idea of big bike tours. Let's go, brother. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yeah. Buntang. Yes. I am Buntag. Chris, I love your videos. They're a blessing. Joy to the world. You know, thank you, man. Mitch. Thanks again, man. Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it. Go NASA. Shout out to you, man, too, and what you do. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I know another guy out there, too. My buddy Benny. He's doing some stuff out there, and he's going to be coming out here soon, too. Chris, these derogative comments about age gap are mostly Western, lack completely tolerance and compassion. Yeah. They're outright rude, disrespectful, culture here. Yeah. But the dude, the K Hart guy, he's just messing around, dude. He's a buddy of mine that I had lunch with yesterday. So he's just playing, man. Chris, Behold doesn't have the high elevation like some other areas. Might be a little bit hard to find some cooler places. All right, yeah, good to know. Appreciate that. I know it is good for cycling because it does have some hilly terrain and some less traffic. Yes. Hey, Jamie. Yeah, man. I'm gonna let you know when I'm down in your area. And so I got a new bike, and then I'll hit probably Mindanao at some point. But I'll be down in there, and I'll let you know. I'd love to do some videos down there with you and kind of help. I know I think you've got a resort, if I'm remembering correctly, I think you got a resort and stuff down there. So love to do some stuff with you down there. Good to see you, young fella. I'm flying in a couple weeks, overwhelmed with tasks. Yep. What do you think of bike divers? Huh. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Drives. Oh, Sir Dot. Yeah, Commander Dot. I just started watching that guy. You know, thanks to Morton and a couple of other people. Yeah, so that 250 V-Strom, I think it's a little bit underpowered. I do. I think for what it is, its weight and that, I think it's a little bit underpowered. I think a better bike, what's that? CF Moto 450 might be a good bike. I got to look at that. I personally like the 400 to 500 cc range. The new NX 500 I think is a good bike. The Himalayan 450 I think is a good bike. The 390 KTM Adventure, the 490 that's coming out. To me, those are a little bit better range for me for two up, for luggage, for all day in the saddle. I think the 250 V-Strom is probably a comfortable all day in the saddle bike. It's a great adventure tour. I have a feeling it's just a little bit underpowered. You're going to want torque. You're going to want some power to get around traffic, to move off the line quickly. So that's my thought on that bike. If the ball has low elevation, then perfect for cycling. Yeah. As Chris suggested, unless you're an Ironman. Yeah, young. I know, right? Some steep stuff. But if you look at guys, I would see these guys in Colorado. Whew, I mean, just epic riding. So you're not going to have anything like that because you got the highest peaks here, or whatever, 2,000 or 3,000 feet maybe. But yeah, no, I think there's some really good riding. There's really big cycling community all throughout the Philippines, I'm noticing. Yeah, transparency is key. Yep. Yes. Yeah, there he is. There's Benny. What's up, brother? Dude, I'm way behind. I'm sorry. You're probably gone, sleeping by now. The West doesn't understand the sexual market between men and women and the different dynamics between us. It is so different. But thank goodness, right? I mean, that's why we come out. Thank goodness it's so different. Yeah, the Western mindset is for sure. My girlfriend, 29, 69, my kids are, yep. Planning a month trip in December. Should I pre-book a place before I go or wait and book when you arrive? Ooh, that's a great question. That's a great question, and it can be challenging. So, yeah, December is a busy time of year too. So the disadvantage of pre-booking at all is you don't know what crap looks like. Let's say you get into a place and it's garbage, and you're like, you go a block away and you're like, oh wow, I wish I was here, right? And that can happen. The problem is though, what if you're a busy time and everything is sold out and booked? So you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't on that one, Tyler. The safe bet would be to be pre-book everything. The problem is like I was saying, if it turns out to be not the greatest of setups, and it's hard to get out of it. So, and it also too depends on where you're going in the Philippines, and you want to be careful too with a Western mindset of like, hey, I'm going to get here and I want to go this place, this place, this place, this place, and this place. That can be quite a challenge to do. Sometimes flights get delayed, ferries get canceled, all of that. So just in your planning and all this, Tyler, just allow for stuff to kind of not go as planned, right? And I think you'll be good. Yeah, great. Yeah, great question. Journey with our Miracle Premier. Yeah, Bohol is a mountain biker's paradise. So many hills and trailers, but I'd be careful on road bikes. Delivery drivers can be a bit crazy. Yeah, and I think that's anywhere in the Philippines when you're doing road stuff. Is the cars can be just crazy. But I've heard a lot about Bohol and the biking community out there. So yeah, thanks for confirming that. Appreciate that, brother. My perspective is to care for your young lady 24/7 and any kids. Yep, and any kids under your roof. They're your responsibility, where their family help them in special occasion like Christmas time, but not on an everyday basis. It just depends, Tex. So what some guys do is they've got a girlfriend allowance. I know guys who are doing this. So, and here's the dynamic. Here's the dynamic, right? So they're with a girl. She quits her job, and the job she's paying, whatever, 5,000-10,000 a month pesos, right? She's paying that towards the family. Now you've asked her to leave the job. You got to make up that difference. She's been sending 5,000. Let's just say 5,000. She's been sending 5,000 pesos a month to her family, and you've now asked her to quit it so you can spend time together. You got to replace that income. Not only that, you got to consider marrying that girl, because the likelihood of her getting that job again is slim to none. So these are all things, guys, we got to consider when we're dating and that kind of deal. The girlfriend allowance is completely, it can be normal. I have not had one yet, but I know a lot of guys kind of do that kind of stuff, right? No more motorcycles or scooters for me. I'm sticking with, Toyota. Yep. And enjoying. I know a lot of guys too. I know a guy, and I'll shoot a video on this. He just bought a van, a nice Toyota van. Yeah. How about a Spider? Yeah. The little scooter, the Spider. Yeah. I think it's fast. It's nimble. It's agile. I think if you're more into speed and more agile type riding, I think that little Spider scooter is a good one. Yeah, for sure. As long as both love each other, age gap is not an issue. Yeah, much more morality and legal, except if married. Yep, much more. Yeah, and accepted here. Yep, I agree. Mark Richard, that's great. You have kids, except their girlfriend is younger than them. Sure. It's also beneficial, not necessarily. Sully, good morning, Chris from Cocoa Beach. Just joined. Sorry I'm late. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks for being here. I think it's Jim, right? Yeah, thanks for being here, Jim. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah. Hey there. I'm heading to Cebu the beginning of June. You seem like a cool late. Well, I don't know about any of that, but I'm trying to live a happy existence, right, on this life. I'm trying, right? It's a commitment of mine. But yeah, would love to hang out in June if you're around, man. I'm around too. Yeah. I think doing a video in bed with K-Arts would be funny. Right? Let's stir that. Let's freaking kick that hornet's nest, right? Let's do it. Yeah, do the interview in the jacuzzi. Yeah, right. All right. Freaking too funny, man. Oh, freaking hilarious. You guys are great, man. Too funny. Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe. Hey, thanks, Jim. Appreciate it, man. You have a Colorado accent. Dude, 20 plus years. Been following you for months. Our attitudes match. So when you hit Mindanao, let's definitely connect. Absolutely, Paul. Reach out, brother. Reach out. I'll be in Mindanao, especially when I get this new bike. Let's see where I'm at with time. 8:46. All right. I'm catching up. Yeah. Let's hook up. Let's hook up for sure. Look me up. Yeah, Paul Ryan. Good to see Mindanao Ambassador. Beautiful place. Just show respect. Yep. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm down for exploring Mindanao. I am. I just haven't got there yet. My intention was to go all the way down to General Santos, and I just I couldn't get down there. The bike that I have, many things going on. I don't have a bike that I can ride on for like 2 hours. I get wore out quickly on that bike, and I'm going to do 6,000 kilometer review on the 10350. I think it's a great little machine, but it definitely has its limitations. But oh, hey, thanks, Brian. I appreciate that, man. I do. Thank you. How is a Western woman different from west to east? What is your perfect mate for a Filipina? How is a woman different from west to east? You know, I just think it's interesting, and I want to leave the kind of even the gender out of it, because I think there's just this big cultural family difference. Not that I want to leave gender out of it, but I think fundamentally what's there is just this connection to family, right? And that is one of the big things that I see that is different here. And you'll see it in your relationships, just even in your friendships with women, with men. That is one of the major things too. And another thing that really stands out for me is the lack of alcohol. Man, we were at this event, this huge barbecue event. I wish I could show. One second here. Can I show this? Let's see if I could do this quickly. If I could do it quickly. Yeah, I think I can. And then StreamYard. Present. Stop. Present. Share screen. Window. Photos. Share. All right, sorry. I think I'm showing this. Yeah. So guys, check this out, right? Here's one of the things that I feel is one of the big differences between here and there is, see this image here, right? Hundreds of people here. You know what there wasn't? There wasn't any alcohol. Zero. None. There wasn't any alcohol served. None of these vendors had it. None of these people are drinking it. Guys, that is one of the big things that I see about this society too. It's different. It's not a drinking culture. Yes, there's some alcohol. Yes, there's that. You got guys on the porch drinking, was it Tumba wine and all that? You have that. But overall, it's just really not a drinking culture. You know, that is one of the big things that I see that's just so different here. So yeah, you've got a loving, you've got a kind, you've got a family nurturing society, a culture here. I think that's one of the big differences. And my perfect mate is exactly kind of that. She's loving, she's kind, she's generous, she's sweet, she's you know, all that kind of just loving. She's intelligent, she's funny, she loves to laugh. I gotta be around people, not even men or women. I gotta be around people who have a commitment to happiness, who have a passion for life, who want to live and explore. Right? Those are things that are important to me. Gio, I've never seen you without your sunglasses. Which Gio? Who are we talking about? Don't generalize when you say a Filipino's like an old guy. Yeah, okay. Have you dated women older than you? I haven't, Susan. I'm not against it. I haven't. No, it's a great question, and I think it is something that it happens. I've met a lot of incredible Filipinas. I really have, of all ages. You know, even in person, it's just beautiful. I love the people here, the big smiles, all of it. Shout out. Yeah, I hope you're good. Yeah, too sweet. Notice more expats drinking alcohol at night than doing more exercises, right? Yeah, no, and it, like I was just talking about, right, in that photo, when you look at the local culture, and this photo, guys, look, this photo, these are all locals. There's not a foreigner here. This is an Ormoc. This is the barbecue in Ormoc. So there's not maybe one or two foreigners, but hardly any. And when it's just not a drinking culture, it's really not. And I love that. One of the videos I want to make is, you know, I'm a sober guy. I've been sober since March of 2015. So that sober living in the Philippines, man, just easy, because it's just not, you know. Yeah, I value your opinion, and thanks for sharing. See you on the Big Island. Yeah, Jamie, I'll see you out there, brother. Yep. The video with K Hearts in bed would be great, but his brother must be at the bottom. You guys are freaking awesome. Yeah. Oh, you guys are funny, man. I figured out the comments on that video. Yeah. Paul Ryan, do you ever feel too hot? Right? No, I don't. You know, once I get moving, I feel just fine. Yeah. 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 I don't, the heat, a non-issue. Now, if I'm sitting in traffic, guys, I'm telling you, it's hotter in the U.S. You know, riding in Colorado was hot, but you know, but it's dry there and you get moving pretty quick. It's just like the U.S. If you're sitting in traffic in the sun, you're going to start baking. So, but the nice thing about here is you can lane filter legally, so you can keep moving. You don't have to sit. And it's also why you want a lighter, smaller, agile bike, is so that way you can fit in between traffic. But yeah, non-issue. Yeah. I'm not. I mean, wow, did I catch up on all the comments? 9:14. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not really against dating older Filipinas. Yeah, but yeah, so fun. Wow, I caught up all in the comments. Well, guys, I'm 2 hours and 15 minutes, caught up all in the comments. Wow. I'm kind of wore out. It was honestly, it was kind of a draining live, just because I felt like we got deep on a lot of stuff, which I don't mind that. I don't really mind that at all. I look forward to a lot of that kind of interaction with people. But yeah, I'm a little bit wore out on live, so I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to get going. I'm going to get some breakfast. I really appreciate everyone attending. We got still 110 people on, so I really appreciate that. And we will see you guys on the next one. Empin, ayo ayo.